day number 6.
Yes.
Woohoo! Alrighty, so
This is the quick queen for the win.
hello.
I'm the pineapple.
You know us by now, and so the question or the journal prompt is, what is the trend that you see going with your
family, friends, acquaintances,
and
coworkers.
Yes, because we asked about the relationship with each of those sets of people, including yourself.
Exactly.
So what is the trend?
What
do you see in
the
common?
similarities?
Yeah.
And the tip is, it's not them, it's you.
Ooh, that's a hard one.
Yes, it is.
It's a hard one to take in.
Because
What?
you can change any one of them. You can change the friends. You can change the coworkers. You can change the family members by, just avoiding them.
Yeah, you can't change your real, they're going to be your family, right?
Exactly.
But you have the control and the choices on how
much time you invest and spend with them.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
You can change all those things, but the thing you can't change is you. And unfortunately for a lot of us, those relationships with a majority of them aren't as great or aren't as healthy as we would like them to be. And see, that's where we had you write down all the different qualities of each different family member, friend, acquaintance, coworker, so you can see what you're allowing into your life, what you're allowing the energy to come in, and then what are you actually filtering out, what are you actually letting go. And when it's just you and it's not changing, it's always going to be the same. It's always gonna feel that way. And if we're not aware of what we're bringing in, then chances are the adjustments are not going to be able to be made to help us grow, to help you grow, to be the better you, to be the better person that you know you can be, to be calmer, to be more kinder, to be more compassionate, to be more empathetic towards others. Because the goal is, and I'll just be really frank with it, the goal is to feel good consistently, to get to that place where you feel content, where you feel like you have enough, and I'm not talking about money. Money is great, to have enough money, but a lot of us don't know what that actually is yet. But even though you can't have enough money, what I know you can have is you can know what is enough bad vibes that you'll allow in. You can know what is enough bad energy that you'll allow in. You'll know what love and what different kinds of appreciation that you'll allow in and that you'll feel. Because that's why you've explained it in detail with the people that you have in your life. Because when you've done that, you can actually differentiate, and you can use that as a foundation, as a temperature gauge for the other people that you may want to bring into your life, that you may want to keep away at arm's distance, or you just want to keep away at all costs. And that's one of the other big reasons why we've had you do this, so you can actually see what you allow in and what you don't want to allow in. And so you can actually create a mental system, create and process what you want and what you need. And that's the thing. That's the wrong term. What you need in your life and what you'll push out. So for yourself, Quinn, when you were doing this and you were doing this with your family and you were thinking of who they were and what their triggers were and what their energy was like, how were you able to take them and be able to adjust yourself? Because this is the thing.
It's tricky.
This is the thing. What is the likelihood that they're gonna change?
Yeah.
It's not likely. But what you can do is adjust this. We can become better. And when we become better, the great result that comes about it is everything else starts to become better. So how were you able to do it, especially with the growth with your mom?
Yes.
You know?
So I know we have a lot of triggers with family members, and perhaps some of you guys have a lot of it with moms. So how would I say it? Like what you said, when you work on this system, right? You start to be able to understand yourself and the wrongs that you've done and your emotions better. So when you see the same type of emotion in other people, you have this awareness where you're like, I actually know where they're coming from.
Exactly.
Oh wow, no wonder my mom does this, or my sister, or any family member, or people in general, right? Like, so.
Because when you write it out, you're actually helping and allowing yourself to understand them better.
Yes, because you see it.
You
You start seeing commonalities, and the only difference is you're actually choosing to process it and actually grow from it, right? So with my mom, it has grown tremendously, little by little over time, because the way that I responded to her and continued growing here, right? And I know where my triggers are, and I know where my boundaries are being crossed. As you can see, this helps you with your healthy boundaries,
Yes.
because you're being extremely aware of who deserves your time and who's actually safe for you to be around or not.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've learned to how to be accepting of her. So I'm the one who's water, even though she's being fire. That
Exactly.
makes sense, right? So I know how to be water. And then if I feel like I can't take it because I will still feel challenged here, that is my time to go. That's my time to go. I will continue to acknowledge my mom, show in the best way that I can that I understand her, and then leave. Because you will feel yourself getting triggered. You will feel yourself wanting to react and argue, and that will be the cue to go.
Exactly. And
I
that's how you
continue
know
doing
you've
this
leveled up.
over and over and over again. Yes, right? And then even having that moment of, wow, oh my goodness, because you will see yourself being transformed as you're responding differently
Exactly.
to the people who usually trigger you and you react right away.
Exactly. And it's because you know how they are.
Yes.
It's you've taken the relationship that you have with them and you've detailed who they are,
Yeah.
what they mean to you, what their actions are like, and you actually can see what it is. So when they act a certain way, you're not surprised. You're actually giving yourself the cheat code, the cheat sheet to see, hey, this is how they're gonna act. I know what's gonna happen. Don't be surprised. I can act accordingly and I can act better. I can, just like she mentioned, when her mom is acting a certain way, she already knows what to expect.
Yes, and I already know where it's coming from.
So she can act accordingly. See, you're basically giving yourself a heads up before it even comes.
Yes.
Because a lot of times when we're around family or close friends or co-workers and acquaintances, we're not ready for what they throw at us. We're not ready for what comes out of their mouths. We're not ready for whatever action that they do. So when we feel it, when we see it, we just let it come. But if you know and understand them beforehand, and you've already done the homework so you can express it and get it out, you're already ready for it, and then you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. What I feel that gets in the way is that you hold on to these expectations of how they should be. So that's your block.
Exactly.
Versus doing those prompts and really seeing how the relationship is and understanding why perhaps it's the way that it is, and bringing that in, not your expectations and hoping that they will change. We hope so much that people will change, or we experience one positive moment with them.
And that's what we hold on to.
Yes, they're like, oh, hopefully this happens tomorrow. Let's look at the consistent love relationship that you have with them.
Look at the actions.
Yeah, look at the actions and look what's been consistent.
Exactly.
Right?
Because
Yeah.
that's the thing. When you write it out, how the relationship is, you're going to see it for what it is,
Yes.
not for what you expect it to
Yes.
be. And that's where the disconnect is. That's where the friction is. And that's where we tend to get angry, get triggered, because what we expect is not matching up with what they actually are, who they actually are. So remember, that's the tip today. It's not them, It's us.
I was just gonna say that. Thus, the tip. It's not them, it is you, because they're gonna be them.
Exactly.
Or they're at.
And you're gonna be you, but what we know is, you're gonna be better.
Yes.
You're gonna be better.
You're the one open to growth.
Exactly.
You're the one who's here.
Exactly.
So you're the one who gets to be aware and be the bigger person because you have the growth to allow yourself to be the bigger person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's day 6.
That's day 6.
That is day 6, everyone.
Woo!
If you have
We're
any
almost at a week.
questions-
We're almost at a week.
Yeah.
One more and we're at a week.
If you have any questions or you need any guidance or whatever it may be, let us reach out. Let us help you iron the wrinkle out. And let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Yes.
We're about to be at a week, day 7. We will see you there. This is the quick win for the win-win-win. I'm the Pineapple. Stay magical, everyone. Mwah.